Assalamu alaikum students. Today's lecture about developing mobile applications for IoT systems and basics of signals. Which platforms are used for developing mobile applications for an IoT system? Number one is Android Studio. Coding programming is an easy way to develop friendly applications here. In MIT App Inventor, we can use online application development, and it needs very less programming skills. Block-based programming is performed here. Here you can divide the whole task into multiple subsystems, and each subsystem is representing the block of programming. Now at the end, all the blocks are performing together to give combined output, and it is highly recommended for basic application building. This is the backend of MIT App Inventor. So here you can see the built-in blocks related to control, logic, maths, text, lists, colors, variables, and various procedures. So here you can see an app is performing with some hardware. Now basics of radio signals like frequency, amplitude, wavelength, and time period. Number one is radio signals. These waves are a type of electromagnetic radiation, which means they are composed of electrical and magnetic components. So each type of signal, every type of signal has two basic components. Number one is frequency and number two is amplitude. What is frequency of signals? Frequency is the number of occurrences of a repeating event per unit of time, or you can say number of waves passing through a single point in 1 second is represented as frequency. Next is amplitude of signals. Amplitude is actually the fluctuation or displacement of a wave from its mean value. Let's assume a sine wave. We can have positive and negative halves in sine wave. Now from 0 to upper maximum point, we can represent its displacement from 0 value, and for negative half, from 0 to negative max value, we can also represent its displacement from the 0 value. Next is time period. Time period is a time taken by a complete cycle of wave to pass a single point. Frequency is the number of complete cycle of waves passing a point in unit time. So a cycle requires a specific time, is known as time period, and frequency is the number of complete cycles passing through a point in a unit time, for example second. So normally time is measured in second and frequency is measured in hertz. So that's all about today's lecture, and students will have to look for some research paper implementing mobile applications for an IoT based system, and students need to submit the report. Consists of the problem, their methodology, and their conclusion. And I am generating an assignment, and you will submit the assignment on Sunday. So that's all from today's lecture.